first count blunt. Gentleman's trying to attempt to augment me over to my left, making motions like this, kind of like either trying to get my attention or stringing augmentations.
Now serving is 3,164 at station 14. Ahora sirviendo S 3,164 a la estación 14.
First step threat.
Now serving R17 at station 44. Ahora sirviendo R17 a la estación 44. Now serving S 3,165 at station 20. Ahora sirviendo S 3,165 a la estación 20. Now serving is 3,164 at station 14. Ahora sirviendo S 3,164 a la estación 14. Now serving R18 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R18 a la estación 43. Now serving L4111 at station 32. Ahora sirviendo L4111 a la estación 32.
I'm here at the Carrollton DMV Mega Center,
Now serving
and
R17
as soon as I walked in, I had some people talking about tetrazine and frenulum, as well as the guy across me talking about furls.
Now serving is
So pretty bad. Place is just full of artificial constructs and I guess exogeny. I already had attempts at augmentation, and so it's pretty bad in here. It's funny, seemingly nobody can notice these things.
66 a la estación 9. Now serving L4111 at station 32. Ahora sirviendo L4111 a la estación 32. Now serving is 3,167 at station 16. Ahora sirviendo
Folks commenting on what I'm writing down at the moment.
7 a la estación 16. Now serving R18 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R18 a la estación 43.
Second
now
count of
serving
furls.
R17 at station 44. Ahora sirviendo R17 a la estación 44. Now serving S 3,100.
Some cowardly kind of under the breath comments they can't even get across.
S 3,164 a la estación 14. Now serving W1011 at station 44.
I'm starting to get the pain in my back right shoulder from attempted augmentation.
Now serving L4112 at station 35. Ahora sirviendo L4112 a la estación 35. Now serving R18 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R18 a la estación 43.
More comments on what I'm writing down at the moment. That'd be the second count of glute.
Now serving R19 at station
man attempting to augment me to my
Ahora
left.
sirviendo R19 a la estación
Continuously, now he's making
43.
herky-jerky
Now serving
movements like the Exogeny.
L1112 at station 35. Ahora sirviendo L4112 a la estación 35.
Right now I'm experiencing pain in like my left, like a stinging pain from the herky-jerky movements being made by the Exogeny to my left.
Now serving S3168 at station 14. Ahora sirviendo S3168 a la estación 14. Now serving S3169 at station 10. Ahora sirviendo S3169 a la estación 10. Now serving S3170 at station 7. Ahora sirviendo S3170 a la estación 7. Now serving L4113 at station 35. Ahora sirviendo L4113 a la estación 35. Now serving R20 at station 44. Ahora sirviendo R20 a la estación 44. Now serving R19 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R19 a la estación 43. Now serving R19 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R19 a la estación 43. Now serving S3170 at station 7. Ahora sirviendo S3170 a la
I'm not
estación
having a pain in my
7.
throat,
Now
like
serving
it feels kind of like nauseating, nauseous. I don't know if this is an example of, I think it's the Exogeny man to my left doing pretty bad stuff.
Now serving S3171 at station 17. Ahora sirviendo S3171 a la estación 17. Now serving R
More herky-jerky movements coming from my left.
Ahora sirviendo R20 a la estación 44. Now serving R19 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R19 a la estación 43. Now serving
Now I'm getting a really bad pain in my left hand, like a stinging pain from the herky-jerky movement coming from the Exogeny man to my left. Or humanoid.
Now serving R21 at station 43. Ahora sirviendo R21 a la estación 43. Now serving A2016 at station 7. Ahora sirviendo A2016 a la estación 7.
You can play by yourself.
More herky-jerky movements.
Now serving S3172 at station 9. Ahora sirviendo S3172 a la estación 9. Now serving R21 at station 43. Ahora
First kind
sirviendo
of Exogeny regime.
R21 a la estación 43.
First count of scrubs.
Now serving S3171 at station 17. Ahora sirviendo S3171 a la estación 17.
More herky-jerky movements. see, that'd be the third count of gloop. I'm not getting like a stinging pain sensation in the back of my head, so this is the I don't know how many times I've been assaulted since I've been in here by the exogeny creatures.
Now serving C 7008 at station 17. Ahora sirviendo C 7008 a la estación 17. Now serving C 7008 at station 17. Ahora sirviendo C 7008 a la estación 17.
Okay, guys. We're going to try to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to call the numbers and put you guys in groups of 10 or 15. So please do not follow these monitors anymore. I'll come back here and tell you the numbers as well, okay? Don't look at the monitors.
That's so unfair. 6 away.
Are you really? Wow.
Attempted augmentation now at 209. Starting to feel quite nauseous. My stomach feels like it's like kind of like doing like turns and circles, and my feet are beginning to feel like they're just like stinging on fire from all the exogeny gas and radiation that's going on around me. That would be the third count of furls. Again, these are all alien terms and alien words that have no context in 2019 human vernacular and/or purpose in conversation, other than to torture me by exogeny artificial constructs. Seemingly nobody can notice. A very unpleasant scent, I believe, from the furls or something like that. They call it releasing their frung glands, and I'm expecting pain to come from it at any moment. So when I say pain, they transmit pain for it. Second count of consecration. going to relocate just because I normally try and keep 30 feet away from any artificial construct.
Lower than 3190.
Just because I believe it's just a danger to personal safety to be within anywhere 30 feet close to one of these exogeny or artificial constructs because the amount of poison. Second count of Jenny. Second count of Skrelps. Third count of exogeny. Fourth count of furls. Fifth count of furls. Third count of consecrate. These things should be said kind of underhandedly towards me at the moment. But others around me are able to witness it, but they will not bear witness against their own subspecies. And again, this would connotate that there's only one person here, because I mean, how can you have a whole public office or institution here all seemingly comment on one person? And I mean, if you're here for your own personal agenda and you're commenting on someone else that you've never seen or met before, then you'd have to read in between the lines of what's really happening at the moment. Sixth count of furls. I'm starting to hear those tiny little kind of popping noises along with the seventh count of furls. And when they make these tiny popping noises, they release exogeny gas. So I now have an acrid taste in my mouth and it's stinging in my tongue. So I'd probably mark the second danger to public safety right now. Let's see, first count of hydrazine, and first count of augmentin. So I now have an acrid taste in my mouth from the hydrazine poisoning. Second count of hydrazine. Eighth count of furls. Third count of skrelps. I just saw like a horrible thing, and that was a person with hydrazine. They put it like on like shine like diamonds and watches and things like that. So now I have a stinging sensation all over like my left arm. So that I'd mark that as a third count of hydrazine. Also an acrid taste in my mouth, and it's kind of hard to breathe.
I'm sorry, what was this? The tavern? Oh.
First count of blum.
This is Elizabeth. I was calling
Second count of blum. Third count of blum. Fourth count of consecration. Ninth count of furls. Second count of we're augmenting you. Fifth count of consecration. And so again, these are all alien terms. Fourth count of hydrazine. Sixth count of glute.
Awesome, thank you, Lauren.
Sixth count of consecration. The 10th count of furls.
Every time I first this was like, why don't you just do it online? Why are you here? Full of privilege. Full of privilege. Such a weird
Three counts of blum. Fifth count of hydrazine. starting to feel a pretty intense pain going up all the way up and down the left side of my back. I assume that's from the 3 counts of blump I just felt, which are enlarging the muscular structure along the left part of my back from these exogeny creatures. Sixth count of hydrazine. 7th count of blump. Starting to hiss. 223. 7th count of hydrazine. More herky-jerky movements being made, and now I'm starting to feel like stinging pain going up and down the left side of my arm. 7th count of gloop. 3rd count of we're augmenting you. 4th count of scrubs. 2nd count of tetrazine.
I'm gonna help you. I can help you.
8th count of glute. 5th more herky-jerky movements. 3rd count of tetrazine. Again, these are all alien terms that have no place in circa 2019 human vernacular. They're not in our context of our language or anything that human beings would use in a conversation. They're completely alien terms. So, I mean, what's really going on here? So we're hitting the 30-minute mark here, and let's see, I've got 3 counts of tetrazine, 7 counts of hydrazine, 10 counts of ferals, 8 counts of gloop, 7 counts of blump, 1 count frangalang, 2 counts exogeny, 6 counts of consecrate, there's another count of the 9th count of gloop, 4 counts of scrubs, 3 counts of we're augmenting you, and notable comments are, we're banishing you, you're getting stinged by a little man, and multiple death threats, like 2 death threats. So this is just kind of an atypical example of definitely not the DPS that I went to get my ID before November 2017. Last time I was here, the DPS was full of human beings having normal conversation, and here you can't seemingly hear anything which would be in context due to a normal human conversation, and all of these terms that I've said aren't even in our vernacular. So that'd be the 11th count of ferals. And the 8th count of hydrazine. See the 12th count of furls. And I'm gonna mark the third danger to public safety, just because I feel extremely unsafe at the moment. I can add this acrid taste to my mouth, and stinging pain going up all and down my body, and seemingly nobody can witness this or recognize this. Where I'm sure if anybody out there is watching, if you're in a normal public situation, right, then you would probably notice a whole bunch of alien terms. A whole bunch of alien terms being said around you, completely out of context. So it's a very inhuman experience. 13th count furls.
I was surprised that you said you were coming here in the morning to take care of them. Like, sure. You're just gonna take care of it in the morning.
More attempts at augmentation of face. It's at 229.
Ever since California was raided Texas. I'm enjoying that. So Californians migrating to Texas.
Uh, 14th count furls.
Over here and they're just
Okay, S tickets. 3220 or lower. Anybody?
4th count of tetrazine. So again, as I'm sitting here, being poisoned and tortured by these creatures, I'd like to remind you that these are crimes against humanity being committed. Eighth count of Blump. Fifth count of tetrazine, and the 15th count of furls. At this point, I'm going to throw an X factor into observation and wrap this video up for a moment. If you analyze the background conversation, I'm sure you can kind of come to the conclusion. But out of the 10 words that I expected to hear and wrote when I first came in, we've got 5 counts of tetrazine, 8 counts of hydrazine, 15 counts of furls, 9 counts of gloop, 8 counts of blump, 1 count frangling, 2 counts exogeny, 6 counts consecrate, there's another one, 16th count of furls, 4th count scrubs. We're augmenting you, 2 death threats, and multiple instances of just strange alien comments. I'd like to remind you that all of these terms are alien and have no place in the circa 19 Terra Earth human vernacular, and they are connotations of torture and crimes against humanity. Until next time, my name is Matthew Allen Emerson.